who is still a baller demo man. Looks like they're going live though.
Yeah, they're going live, exactly. Yeah, Cadis as well. It's gonna be the big battle really is going to be Cadis versus Rip, which Demo Man's going to get the advantage for. If we are just going to wait out for the mid fight, just see where they are exactly, who's going to be there first to mid. It looks like it is actually going to be, it's just Cadis as per usual, so he's there for early straight away. Now comes the aggression from TCM. They have got some great spawn, they've got every area countered. Santi goes down straight away, there is a soldier trying to go for the bank. T-Mac does get taken down. In TCM in a great position right now, they are actually zoning them out. They've taken them out, they've taken 4 of the 6 out, and they are looking to just keep going forward. Some really nice aggression there. They got everywhere.
Jukebox is in on the med right now, though. He's trapped that med out in the trash area of Badlands. Looks like the med might get away back inside. Probably going to retreat, yeah, up those stairs. So Jukebox, he tried his best. Couldn't quite seal the deal on the med there. So Infused going to have a good time defending their last point. Oh, there is a crits. Never mind. Looks like the med down. This is going to be an easy round for TCM. They've popped the crits straight into the last point. I don't think Infused was expecting that one at all. And that is a huge deal.
And with no medic here, there's no heals there for the heavy weapons guys. Samsi's on his own at the moment. He needs to go on it, but he cannot get on that. If Cadis is doing all he can with the sticky spam, it's going to be a bait from the scout. Bibman only just managed to hold it. There, look at Zebasai on the top there. Zebasai with his medic. He's going to go huge. It's going to be a medic and a heavy versus the medic and a soldier.
That heavy just keeps getting so much heals. The amount of HP they have tried to burn through on this heavy right now is ridiculous, but it's going to actually hold here for Infused.
But here's the key thing. We talk about it as we always do when it's Crits Creek. It's going to be TCM with the advantage.
Wait, look at this. Look at this. Jukebox on spy.
Jukebox. You are brilliant. Is he going to get spotted?
I don't know.
I think he got spotted. I don't know. But they know the crits are going to come in. It's all going to be eyes on Jukebox.
Oh, they don't know he's there. They don't know he's there. Here he goes.
He's gone off the point. He backs down. He's going to walk on and he takes the first point. TCM with the momentum 1-0. And that is just classic Jukebox there at the right moment, just switching to the spy class, picking up what he needs to do, and he doesn't need to do the cap, he can just bait them, and he will still get the job done.
Yeah, that of course, ladies and gentlemen, is you very rarely see spy happen in 6v6, but when you do, it's either going to be really awesome or really ridiculously bad. And this time around, it was awesome.
No, we didn't have a pause anyway, so now TCM, again, they're being the aggressor, and we can see that it's not working, the Kiki goes down straight away, so that Romy soldier's not there. Air shot, was that an air shot? Looked like an air shot onto Jukebox. It does take that team up to the advantage now it's Infused putting on the pressure. Merlin out of position once again, he does get taken down, and now it's Infused with the advantage, with the medigun, and they've just done exactly the same as what TCM just did to them. They basically just schooled them in their own game.
Yeah, that's not going to be a bad little game here then. We do have Cookie coming up on the heavy this time, Jukebox on the engineer. They know they've got this huge Uber disadvantage. By the way, I don't know how to pronounce half these guys' names. I feel really bad about it. But SM is, yeah, Samsi?
Samsi. It's called Samsi, yeah.
So Samsi actually has been showing us there was a small change to the escape plan item a while back where now when you pull it out, not only does it give you advanced speed, but it also, Uber's coming in, but it also makes you take mini crits, so scouts can really punish you from long range. We've seen that happen a lot this LAN. We do have Infused pushing in right now. They are going to have to take down that sentry gun. Pyro out there as well. The med went ahead and sacrificed to try and put time on the point. It was not a bad idea, but Cadis now is retreating out of that room. You're going to have, looks like Ips trying to walk in, but that's not going to happen either, so Infused have to back away from this.
Yeah, that's in FC. They are trying to escape, but because they're just staying around in the lobby, not much TCM can do at the moment. And I think they'd be happy enough just to stay back, and I think that's what they're doing. They're happy enough to stay back. There's time on to the point. Not exactly sure what Two Nuts was doing there. It's not Two Noix, it's Two Nuts. Not exactly sure what he was doing there. He did get the job done. You are right, getting the time on there. It's all depends what they want to do, and here comes Twick. We know what Twick is. He's one of the best snipers in EU. What's he going to do exactly as TCM go for the Uber right now? It doesn't look like Two Nuts has it right now. They're going to have to back up with this.
Yeah, this is a good play by TCM. They realize they've been counting their Uber. They know exactly how long they had to get out here, and they're like, yeah, we like these odds. We think we can zone out our opponents just enough to cap the second point, and that's going to turn things around for them. So TCM feeling very happy. They don't have to sit back and defend their last point anymore.
Yeah, but the advantage is 50% now. Yeah, almost 60% in the advantage of Infused right now. As TCM Merlin isn't actually healing now. He's finally getting some heals onto his soldier. They need to crank that up and get as much build as they can. But
yeah, I'm on the Tweak cam now because this is going to be interesting here. They're looking for sticky traps. Tweak really wants to get a shot. He's actually taken a shot now, so I think his opponents may realize, yeah, he's there. They're going to know there's a sniper here.
Yeah, they know the sniper's there. I think they did know that Twick was actually on the sniper rifle.
Oh,
and he
got
did
the shot.
Side. Yeah. That is him just playing as he does right there. He'll pick up a couple there. It doesn't matter where he is. Can he get another one? I don't think he'd take that scout. He actually does finish it off. Kill secured, kill stolen, whatever you want to call it. But again, this is Infused. This is Infused. Really. They've taken out everybody but Merlin. So
yeah,
Merlin's
In the future, don't try and tell Tafik what he can't do. Because he'll do it.
He's on a sheet. Oh, look at Tunas. He's trying to get us to the point. He's trying to block it. Sorry, that was the team. That was Merlin there. He didn't have the Uber. He had to go on it, though. It is going to be 1-1 there. So the advantage, there is no advantage, but the momentum keeps shifting. And these two teams, they do that a lot. The momentum for both of these teams shifts a lot when they come and play each other. One round could go to one team, the other can go to the next one. You seldom see 2 rounds in a row by the same team.
Well, that may end up determining then who actually wins this game if one team can get those 2 rounds in a row. We are probably going to see the full 30 minutes out of these guys, though. A lot of damage coming in. The Soldier's jumping up right now, but T-Max is first to go down. Ips way up in the air. He's getting shot to death.
The key there is Bibbin took out Cadis as fast as he could. Bibbin managed to take Cadis, and that was it. There was no damage dealer. We talk about the Demo Man. We talk about he's the highest damage dealer of the team. Not because it's Cadis, it's because it's the Demo Man, and it's a complete wipe. That's just what they want, TCM. I mean, yeah, that is TCM. I don't know what I'm talking about, because they're in red. It is TCM. That's what they want right now, and they are, look at it. They've got the Scout up there. They've got the Demo Man up there with the Pain Train. They're looking to go in. They're going to go into lobby. They know they've got complete 100%. I actually think they want to go actually on the bottom, and they are going to go under the bottom.
Yeah, it's a good position to get in and spam that spawn door right away. Cookie and Bibbin both go down in this attack. They are going to get some time on this point, maybe, but there's a lot of stickies right up there. Very good placement by Cadis, and here comes a crits, is that right?
Mini crit.
Mini crits. Okay, sorry. I was looking at the kill feed, but yes, you're right. That was, again, once that escape plan causing those mini crits, so it was a nice, easy kill for Cadis.
Yeah, straight away when the Uber came off, they lost Cookie, so they were down a Scout, so they were down anyone that could actually deter people looking at them and going straight onto the point. Didn't work for them. They lost a couple kills as well. It's hard to flash everybody. I like the switch up, though. It just did not work in that situation. Now the momentum's back with Infused, but we do see Jukebox picking up that sniper rifle. He is looking for a pick there, and I'll tell you what, we talk about Twick. You know, what can he do? Just watch what Jukebox can do.
Jukebox had an amazing game, a couple of amazing games that we casted yesterday in the group stages. Of course, I didn't get to see the rest of the group stages today because I had to go home and pass out for 12 hours. But I am back in action now, and there you go, Jukebox. We got some damage done on the Soldier, but not going to be very much. Here comes the SMG, actually. So he's actually put out a surprising amount of damage for a sniper who's not getting a headshot.
Yeah, the SMG. People forget about the SMG sometimes for the sniper, but Cookie and Zebasai go down. They just could not get rid of it. There goes Samsey down from the headshot. He tries to get another one if he can get a shot onto Cadis, and he is low as well. But that is what he's doing. The crit streak comes off. It does take T-Max down as well. They're going to try and fire as many crits as they can, but everybody else from Infused is actually hiding in the house there. Yeah, look at Cadis goes down from a random sticky. So that's actually going to give them what they want. I mean, they've taken out a couple kills. It basically stopped any momentum and any push that Infused wants to do. So we're going to be back in neutral right now with 68%.
No, we're not in neutral. Yeah, that's the thing. Two Nuts actually has his Uber getting ready to go. They're going to need Jukebox to get a kill here, but he's under pressure from scouts right now. He's going to be really careful. Soldier will keep him defended for the moment, but if Jukebox can't get some headshots right now, this Uber is going to come in and claim this point back from TCM.
Yeah, but you can see Infused are playing it really smart. They actually held in the house area, so Two Nuts didn't have to go for a pop. Here comes he makes
you
the
can't
drop.
do that against
You
Jukebox.
can't do that. Exactly. That is a brilliant drop. That's what you need, but that is what we talk about. Look at what Jukebox can do. There it goes. They've not got the crit. They've got the crit streak ready. There comes the crit streak, and there's no crit kill yet at the moment. The medic's trying to get focused down. Does not get focused down. Watch out. He's now trying to get focused. Still doesn't get focused down. Merlin on 14 health survives a barrage of 5 players there, 4 or 5 players, survives on 14 health, keeps that crit streak going, but it was all from that drop. Everything stems from that drop.
Cadis has retreated now, and you're going to have TCM on a rampage. They're pushing towards that Spire. They're going to have an Uber advantage because Two Nuts, even though he respawned, he was so far behind in the Ubers. I'm wondering, he is using the regular medigun, so they're going to have a crits in their face very soon.
Yeah, but look at it. They want to hold far forward. They want to try and do this lobby hold, which is quite a nice hold. But because of how late they are, I don't think they can get it off. I don't think they can pull it off. They've now got the Soldier in the right position. And they're not actually seeing the... Who's that? That's Jukebox at the bottom. He's been spotted out by the Soldier. He does get taken out from his own rocket. So this lobby hold's working out for them. But Two Nuts is just not going. And there goes Devastate. There goes Jukebox. Ooh, the crit comes in. The crit is getting nothing. And that crit streak has been wasted. So perhaps they made me eat my words. And that lobby hold was actually working for them. It just didn't feel like it. It felt scrappy.
It was very scrappy. They, that was kind of a desperation hold, but they did actually manage to zone out TCM just enough to get into their own lobby and hold it off from the aggressors. So that lobby hold, you see, it's really good against something like the crits, because when you've got that crits coming in, you're not invincible. You're still taking a lot of damage, especially if you're trying to walk through these really narrow chokes. So TCM wasn't feeling too happy about that. The Uber comes out now, but interesting. Bibbin, I think he's going for a back cap. Nobody's seen him. There is a Soldier down there. Is he going to be able to get this? Probably not. But he is going to try and... Oh, Bibbin is so good. That's going to be the back cap.
Brilliant. Brilliant. On that front as well, they were focusing so much trying to take down Merlin, trying to take down Jukebox. They totally forgot about that, and you just cannot. You've got to give the respect to both of these scouts for TCM because they are just they're a lethal combination that have been around for a couple years now.
I don't know if we were able to see what Bibbin did on that camera on that last point, but he had hopped on top of that tiny little ledge that's overlooking the back point, and he just kept backing off of it and then jumping back on and taking a shot in between. There was nothing a soldier could do about that. We do have another mid-fight now. Both teams losing a couple players. T-Mac down for Infused, but everybody else on Infused looks like they're pretty healthy right now, so they are going to hold this point.
That's a crit creep there. I see a crit creep there. They've got Rib down low, but that is a crit creep waiting up for Merlin right there. They really need to use it as fast as they can. In fact, that's what they want to do. They've had to force it already, and they've lost Ips straight away from that crit creep. The crit is going to be wasted there, and they just got to track down some crit stickies there, which is going to do nothing. So Ips makes the force, and I kind of call that a desperation pop because it's a crit creep. I mean, you sometimes you force them, but that is just a desperation just to see. Try and make sure they don't have a crit streak, and just if you die, you die. But at least you pop the crit streak, and the advantage is back in your favor.
Yeah, of course, they still left a couple of crit stickies hanging around, I think. They are gone now. Cadis making the jump onto Spire. He is a very aggressive demo man up here. But there you go, the Uber finally gets popped off, and Cadis still wants to be really aggressive with this.
Yeah, Jukebox is taking it straight with him too. They want to go straight forward. They know they've got the players zoned in inside. So there you go. T-Mac tried to go for a bomb. Takes down Zebasai, but at the same time, they're forcing so many people to look at T-Mac. They're able to capture this Spire. They're in great position. The only issue, of course, is Merlin's running crit streak, and not that easy to defend with crit streak, especially on Badlands.
I just want to point out right now, I'm very upset because Arcs and Beta have put my pizza on the floor. He's getting up. He's like, okay, so.
The breakfast for Salamancer is pizza, and that's what he's trying to eat until he gets pulled away by me to cast. But Merlin is playing. Oh, Merlin's got the crit streak. I see a sniper that is actually
T-Mac.
Infused. Yeah.
So instead of having, was it? Not Tweak, it's going to be T-Mac on the sniper. Sounds like more crits coming in. T-Mac not able to get that first headshot on the med, but nope, still not going to happen. He did take a lot of attention away from the rest of the team, and here comes the Uber from Infused right now, trying to push this right back in. Zebasai is going to try and hold the Spire as much as he can, juggle people up with these rockets, but it is long range. Don't know if it's going to happen. Still, TCM holding this just barely. Zebasai actually helps get a kill over here. No, finally down.
Look at the airshot. The problem there is Merlin going to take out Merlin survive. The problem is that Zebasai and Rib were both up the top at the same time. They both dropped down. That allowed the soldier to come around, go for the bomb there, around the banana area. It did not work for them. They need to keep one up there just to hold it off. That's why they were holding the Spire. It did work in their favor with the respawners, and they are going to try and keep pushing this on right now. I believe that it's this crit streak, but it's actually a very small advantage. And we can just see now TCM, they have got the players up, they've got the zones, and like I said, this is the back and forth momentum that we see with both of these teams. It's that they're gonna try and push each other out, and we may go last to last without a capture. We could be seeing a 20-minute round. We don't know. I mean, this has gone on for quite a while now. The last round was 4. This has probably gone on for 8 minutes now.
Well, it is 2-1, and if TCM wins this round, they're going to be very happy because then it'll be 3-1. So at this point, Jukebox and the rest of his team look like they're slowing it up a little bit. Never mind, the crits is out. So as Juke was on the slow on the side, this crits is not going to work against an invincibility though.
And Merlin's got caught out there on his own as Bernard, but he's still hiding. Finally gets taken out, but they still got a soldier on there. It's actually going to be 5 versus 2. Riv's going huge with triple stickies, double stickies and a pipe. Jukebox gets taken out as well. What can Riv do? There's only one soldier on the top there. One soldier go. He does take down Cookie. Can he get any more from this? I don't think he can, as Riv's just there at the bottom. It's finally gets taken out to Jukebox. There's going to be a soldier on last. It's going to be a victory roll, but it's 3-1. And that could be what they need. Now Infused have got to go 2 straight with 16 minutes. And I don't think that's going to be easy.
Well, 16 minutes is a long time. I mean, that's basically half the match right now. We have already watched almost a full half of this game. It's very possible for Infused to get those points, but they're fighting TCM, and TCM is feeling happy right now.
TCM want to prove that there's more than just Epsilon in Europe that can hold up to the Americans and Australians. That's what they're showing right now, but it looks like Merlin could get focused out there. He's still running that crit streak, but he does manage to survive. The pressure's good from Infused right now. They take down Ribbon, there goes Zebasai as well. They go for the double bomb, it is working for them. The scouts have to clean up, it's 3 versus 3. 2 scouts and a medic apiece, and the first one out there, no, it's just going to be a stalemate, and TCM safe enough to just say, we've got crit streak, we don't want to go in from this. Are they going to go
They're crits in the scout, they're doing it. Not gonna work though.
No, yeah, they get 1. At the same time, I don't think 2 Nuts can block this with the Uber. In fact, yeah, he's only just got that, so I think they're just gonna allow them to keep that Uber. They're just happy enough to stay in. Now they've got respawners, so maybe now this would be... Actually, they got forward respawn. That's what it was. They got forward respawn. The Ubers not need to be forced. They're just going to stand up there and just TCM's going to let them capture this. So the forward respawns, that's what it was. I didn't notice that.
Uber is coming in through house right now. This is going to be an interesting play. No real traps there just yet. The Uber, no, they decided to back out from there. I guess Tunas didn't like the opportunities they had. TCM very, very defensive right now, backing up all the way into their own lobby. They still own their Spire, but they don't want to play with it just yet. Looks like Miralyn is ready to go on this crit, so they forced their enemy's Uber, and at this point now, Miralyn just has to wait for the Uber to go away. There you go! One rocket, 2 kills right away. That was a fantastic crits.
They're going to get the people up there. There's 2 up there on the point. They're trying to capture it. Jukebox getting a couple kills, just what they want there, and there goes Rip picking up T-Mac. That was just textbook right there. They just got the crits in time and they pulled out. Merlin's one of those great medics in Europe that can just read a play, and sometimes he overextends. That's fair enough. We all make mistakes. But when he knows when to back out, he will back out so safely, and he can just survive anywhere. So that doesn't surprise me, and it was just great there. And the crit screen on defense just worked like a charm there. Magnificent.
Yeah, I was surprised actually that Infused were where they were, because they saw the med, they knew he was still on crits, and yet they had their med exposed right on that bridge. It was an interesting mistake maybe.
Samsy goes down. Obviously, Twig has gone to the sniper rifle. He has going to go for a pick right there. What is he going to go for is the question. Who can he find? Well, at the moment, he's not going to find anybody. And now he goes for Cookie, and he finds Cookie at the last moment. Okay, it's a scout. So what? It's still a kill with a good little headshot there. And I think they want to try lobby hold again. They're trying to go for a bomb onto Merlin. Can they make Merlin? Can they? They're not. They haven't forced the crit screen off, though. Ifs gets taken out from this crit screen, and the crit's slowly running out there. Cadis is going to stay alive. Scouts up to the point. It forces 2 nuts on there. They do clear the point, but Cookie, Merlin, and Bibbin are the last ones alive. I don't think TCM can go for this because of the respawns.
Yeah, there's going to be too many stickies on the point, and right now it's 2 scouts against a bunch of sticky bombs on a point. That's not going to work very well. So you see Infused very, very hurt right now. They're going to have to walk back in, get some help from that cabinet. But they will hold for a little while. It's just that Miralyn is once again going to have a big Uber advantage, and Jukebox once again on the Spy.
I was going to say, do you see what I see? I see ice. No, I don't see ice cream. I see a Spy. That's what I see. I don't think it's going to do much. If anything, it's just going to
Well, the first thing he did, it looked like he was disguised as his own team sniper. And so he peeked as if he were a sniper. The enemy team has now seen a sniper. They think that's what they're running. But Jukebox is actually still a spy. So
I love that play. I love that play. Look at it. He's onto the point. That's going to be a bait straight away. Oh. No one's there. There's no sticky. And he gets it then. That is just a staple of Zeverside's play, but he likes to go around the corner, like you say, looking and saying that he's a friendly sniper. It's a nice little play that a few of the op classes do. Show that they're a sniper, like you say, and then go back around the corner and cloak up. It puts fear, and everyone gets up in the sky, so nobody can see them, and so they don't get headshotted.
Yeah, I do appreciate the high level of play going on right here. Jukebox taking a big jump. He could have gone for the med, but decided that was not going to be a profitable venture at the moment. But now he's behind. He does take down 2 nuts right away. TCM losing a lot of players in exchange, but Miralyn, at the very least, if he stays alive, that's going to be a big crits advantage, and they might try this again. Problem is, they could end up with somebody chasing him down here before too long. So, no, it's going to be crits advantage for Miralyn, and it looks like they just don't plan on running the Uber ever again on TCM.
Why the hell not? It's working for them. I mean, if it's not broken, don't fix it. I mean, that's the key staple. I'm surprised that they're holding this far back. They could have just waited for a spawn, get a quick rollout, and then go for something. Samsy just going there. They're looking for. They do get the forward respawn infused, but I'm surprised TCM did not push for that. They could have just waited for a couple of respawners and go in and try and counter that, as they had the advantage. But they're happy enough to stay back. It worked last round. Will it work this round is the question.
Well, they want to rotate around through this valley area. It looks like they are going to go in with the crit stickies. Can't really hit anything just yet. They're trying to block off retreat routes. Infused have lost a couple of players here on the sidelines. We didn't see the crits do all that much.
Chris didn't do much, just put fear in the hearts and souls of Infused. It's done the job though. It's the bully tactic. They pushed them away. Yes, Tunas has got 80%. That's fair enough, but the question now is, what can Infused do to stop anyone getting time onto this point? Because ideally now the game is TCM will look to try and force the Uber by getting on that point and getting as much time as they can. As we see, 2 nuts is ready to go with this, and actually TCM's decided, you know what? Let's just hold back. If they want, we don't want to go forward. If they want to go for mid, we'll fight them at mid, which is, you know, safe play.
Well, there you go. They are going to go ahead and retreat from mid, actually. Miralyn takes some damage and gets taken out. Nice play by Ips to just dive in beneath the med. You don't hear that one very often. But definitely the med got popped up. Ips was right below him.
The aggression play right away. Did you see it? Now all of TCM are low. and you can see the midpoint hasn't even been captured, and Infused wanted to just keep going. There's one soldier left, they're trying to do as much as he can. Jukebox finally gets taken down. Midpoint's finally captured, and there's only one player up, which is Bibbin for TCM. So they should be able to capture the Spire Infused, and now the momentum game is back with Infused, and they need to keep this momentum. They need to keep this ball and play with it more, because it looks like Merlin has finally decided to go back to the medigun.
Well, it's probably a good choice at this point, although they are going to have a disadvantage, so Infused could make this play. But now remember, the one time that we've seen Infused really make a push into an engineer, a double engineer and a heavy, so a single engineer and a heavy, it didn't work out very well for them. So I'm kind of concerned here they may not win this round. And if they can't win this round, remember, there's only 10 minutes left, 9 minutes left. They've got 3 rounds to win just to tie it up.
It's doable, and they come in with the Uber straight away. They see the sentry gun. Free Sticky should clear it off. They get it as well. They do actually take down Bibbin at the same time. Now they're going to focus down the heavy weapons guy, and it's just one scout on his own. He actually forces the point to believe the Sticky's blown.
Wow.
They have got it cleared. They've got to walk over this. It's just the last one alive is going to be the medic. Merlin does get 2 nuts. I think there's a little bit of revenge. I think he just wanted that. It's going to be 2-4 though, and with less than 9 minutes remaining, we've got a game on here. Infused could probably come back from this.
Yeah, it's doable. There's, about 4 minutes per point is a bit of a fast pace, but it's not the fastest we've ever seen, and so it's very possible to do. However, Infused have been losing quite a few rounds here. They can't afford to give up another one.
Let's see what they're going to do right now. It's going to be an aggressive bomb straight from TCM. Jukebox does not get the medic, but they do take down T-Mac as well. So the bombers do nothing. Now let's see what the other 5 can do. And in fact, you can see Bibbin getting a double, and then Rip coming in as well. Now Zebaside with a double, and Cookie comes in for the 5th one. It's just complete death matching, wiping. Brilliant play from TCM. I'm just trying to see as well. It's still the medic gun as well. That's another wipe. They can capture second. They're going to have a Uber ready for last, and they can just walk into last. Not fight last. Walk into last.
That's right. And I will say that actually the first thing that TCM did at that mid, they weren't focusing the med, they were focusing Cadis. They wanted that demo man to not do any damage at mid, and they got what they wanted.
Here comes it's going to be a scout Uber rush there to try and take down Samsey. Rip comes in to help it as well. Pyro's doing nothing. In fact, it gets completely wasted as well. So that's just going to be a simple. I talked about walked on. Well, the scout was there, so let's call that a run on to the point. 2-5 with 7:43 remaining. That was a fast round. 1.1 minutes was how long the round was.
All right, well, this may end up being the last round, maybe one of the last few, as TCM are now looking to secure their victory. They don't have to be very aggressive, but they haven't had to be very aggressive all game. They've been ahead in the points almost the entire time, and yet they are still planning, it looks like, on just going for it.
Yeah, we can see Infused, they want to do the exact same aggression that TCM did to them last round. Does work. Now the trade comes off with Cadis getting a couple. Ifs it's well contributing as well. They do get the kills as well. They just basically, when you talked about when they isolated Cadis to make sure Cadis couldn't go in last time, they didn't do that this time, and the soldier and Cadis were able to just get up there right in the face of Merlin. There was not much they could do there. So that's what Infused want to do, and I liked how it finally paid off for them. Probably 20 minutes too late.
Yeah, TCM now sitting back on their last point. Once again, they're going to bring out these big guns, right? They've got a pyro, they've got a heavy. This is the few times that you'll actually see those non-cookie cutter 6v6 classes. You know, you get everything coming out on these last points because it's a question now of turtling up on that point versus breaking the turtle. The Uber comes in, so right now, interesting. Infused actually not able to get much done with this. They got body blocked there by the red Uber, so TCM looking pretty strong on defense.
Yeah, no exchange there. Just literally, they looked at each other, they flashed at you, but they did a dance, a square dance, they changed partners, they walked back, they're going to reset, recycle, and then they're just going to go for this. I don't think there's going to be another repush there from Infused. They're just going to keep it safe, but there's no advantage because of that, which is actually also smart. It means that if Infused want to really build this, they can, but they can now go in and say...
No. I got to disagree with you on whether that's smart or not, because what they're doing now is they realize there's only 6 minutes on the clock. It's desperation time. We need 3 points just to tie it up. This has to be one of them. But TCM have so many players out right now, I don't think it's going to happen.
No, they just got completely wiped. You are right. I think they rushed that. There had to be a miscommunication there because that was a complete rush there, totally unorganized. It was almost just felt like just a mad dash for the point, like it's a cough map and it's overtime. So Twick is picking up the sniper rifle. Merlin has his Uber ready. That is the disadvantage that they've just given away. So now it looks like TCM, they could just take the middle and then park the bus for the rest of the match. So looks like that's what they want to do. Infused know this, they want to stay back. One headshot, I did hear a headshot there, it was straight on. I think nothing much there, I can't see anyone hurt there. So TCM really need to go for this, but I'm thinking they're just going to park the bus.
Yeah, it was a good choice by going for this sniper play, but Now the Uber's right up in their face. It would have been really great if he'd gotten the kill on Miralyn, because that would have turned things around very quickly, given Infused another opportunity to go for that point. Soldier now trying to chase down Two Nuts, and that is, oh, the pain train kill. Jukebox, too good.
A pain train inflicting pain onto the medic. That's what they wanted, though. I mean, the Uber exchange didn't work for them, but at the same time, they kept the advantage because Two Nuts went down. So they've got what they want out of it, but it wasn't achieved it the best way. It was almost like option C that they did this. Spire's not going to be given up, though. I mean, TCM can hold the Spire as well, but if goes for a bomb, he gets taken out as well. All eyes on Twig. What's he going to do? He's going to go for something. They know where he is. He gets completely focused from Sebastian Cookie. Great team communication.
Yep, TCM looking too strong right now, so I think Skully, I don't want to call it too early, because whenever I do that, it turns out to be awful, but this game is definitely going TCM's way. Infused playing a good round, but TCM showing us they may be the better team right now, and this is the elimination bracket, right?
Yeah, this is the upper bracket as well, so the loser will go down into the lower bracket, not sure who they'll face, but then it'll have to be win or go home. Well, not go home, but they don't go home until Monday, but they do go with the Uber. They're going to use it to bully them out. They can't find Two Nuts, but they have got the kills, and they're going to capture the Spire, which I think they'll be happy enough to do. In fact, because they've taken everybody but Ips, now they can even just start looking about pushing on to last, which would be what they want. That would be just what they're after.
Oh, what a huge Uber saw play, but it just wasn't close enough. I loved it. Two Nuts didn't quite have the Uber there, so he jabbed that Uber saw into an invading scout, got away with it, got the Uber from it, and almost was able to hold off that point. I really wish it had gone differently, because that would have been super exciting.
Could have been good if they just had the respawn just at the right moment. With 3:25 left, it's 2-6. One more win for TCM would basically be able to win difference 5. Let's see what they're going to do again. It just looks like Staple. The double soldier, but I love that double soldier bomb from Infused. Can he take down? No, he can't take the medic down, but he does take down Jukebox. Not much is happening as well, because on the other side, Cookie's getting a couple, and there's Rib as well taking T-Mac. So this aggression bomb from Infused, it was pretty, it was nice, it was something nice for a jump movie. Just didn't work for them, because on the other side, TCM was just completely wiping it. Cadus does get Miralyn, but I'm pretty sure this is almost just waste around rounds.
Yeah, at this point it's dead time. It is a lame duck Congress, as we like to say in America, because basically TCM is, I don't know what you're waving at. TCM, they've won this game. So they're starting to chat to each other now, like, okay, well, we know who's going on to the losers bracket, we know who's going to the winners bracket. Still possible for Infused to stay in this tournament today, but they're going to have to make some changes, I think, to their play style.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have a couple lower division team. Probably they may have to play a seeded team that was in the prelims with them. They may not. It all depends on what happens with the rounds. Ideally, I think they would want to play just a lower team just to get their confidence back up, because it feels like this is going to be a little bit of a kick. They need that. They need to really just try and get the momentum back, because they had it a couple times, but they just couldn't get it rolling at all times. So with 2 minutes left, it looks like the Uber coming up. That's a huge jump around from Cadus. He does take down Jukebox and dives at the same time. Yeah, still can't get Miralyn, finally gets Miralyn. But like I said, this is just dead time. But again, I always say that even if it's dead time, you want to try and get some momentum. You want to just get some confidence back. So wiping them with that Uber, that's the confidence they need. They can take that into the lower brackets, and they know what they can do.
Yeah, Infused, I mean, they just want to save face at this point, in my opinion. Cadus, of course, really does like doing those huge Uber jumps whenever he can, getting right in the middle of the enemy team. He's very good at picking his landing spots and sticking those stickies where they will do the maximum damage. But, of course, you do end up, as a demo man, if you get in the middle of 3 enemies, you're not going to live very long.
No, but he likes to take that risk. I mean, talk about he's a great player because he likes to take those risks because he feels confident enough getting the kills. He's almost like the roaming soldier for Infused. We've got Ips that isn't a roaming soldier, but he's that type of guy that would like to go aggressive and pick up a suicide kill because they've got the players to back him up, just like a roaming soldier would have if he goes for the aggression. So it works for them. Here comes the defense again. It's a Pyro with a heavy weapons guy. Not going to work for them. They should be able to walk onto this. They're not going to be. They are going to get the kills. Team up with a couple. Will finally walk on. It's going to be 3-6. That's the motivation they want. It's going to be 46 seconds. The GGs are cool.
So yeah, the GGs are called. It is a good game. This is basically the last round that could possibly be played. So we know who wins this one is TCM. But I want to point out, and the stream chat may have seen this, that Pyro got a really sick reflect rocket kill.
I did not see that. I must have. I missed that, but just look at the last damage as well from the last round. Like, Kane is going huge all the time when it comes to kills, and then it's going there. Infused know they've got the power to go far, so just a little bit of a hiccup here. Now they've got to go win and stay in. which is, it can be done. They can go all the way from the lower bracket to the final.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be GG between Infused and TCM. They're actually leaving the server already. TCM winning this one, going on to their next elimination bracket in the top round. I'm not sure who that's going to be between, but that does mean that Infused are on the way to the lower bracket. And if Infused loses another game today, they are out.